Fed took action today, and that was inaction, the action they took. No rates moved other than obviously the bond rates and some of the other levers and dials that happen as a result of what the Fed says. Now, the Fed said that they did not expect the war in Iran to actually impact the economy as great as it could, but that's on the good side and the bad side. Oftentimes, when there's war, that puts pressure on things where they have to reduce rates to stimulate some economic growth. But we're still seeing signs of stimulation. As a matter of fact, there's a few other numbers that came out that are showing elements of inflation going up instead of trending down. Now we know, obviously, there's things like energy costs with a war in Iran that are going up. So how does this all impact us? Well, the good news is it doesn't really look like rates are going to get back up to those 7s and even the 8 mark that we saw a couple of years ago. But they are off of that base where we were hitting that 5.99 just a few weeks back. We're sitting at about 6.36 right now. We're going to have some pressure tomorrow, so it could jump up another 10 to 15 basis points and end up at 6.5%. Now, when it comes to your clients, some of them may be alarmed. Now, what's interesting is I was asking my agents today, are you hearing a lot of people talk about gas prices and concerns around cost and concerns around the war and what's going to happen and if it's going to impact inflation, if it's going to impact the economy? And my agents were actually saying, no, haven't heard that at all. So pretty interesting. A lot of times we do hear that as kind of that knee jerk, I'm concerned. But what I go back to every single time is make that material next step. Be their source of education and information and meet them where they're at. You're in there for discovery to understand what their concerns are. Ask them the right questions so they come to self-discovery on what's important to them, what their considerations are, and why they were considering a move in the first place. And do these externalities actually impact their needs or wants directly, or are they all indirect? Is it a bunch of noise? And now don't tell them. Don't say it's just a bunch of noise, ignore it. Ask them the questions. So what's important about this to you? And if they bring up a particular topic, let's say inflation, okay, and how does inflation impact you and what are your concerns around it? Hear them, listen to them, and then provide information back, not arguing with them, never making them wrong, just having an open discussion about what is most important. That is your Daily Deal Agent Edition. We'll see you tomorrow.